Hello everybody and welcome to Battlefield Gothic Armada. I'm Stealing33 and today I decided to take a look at a game that I've actually had my eye on for a little while now. Battlefield Gothic Armada is a tactical space combat boat thing. I don't really know how to describe it other than it is an Armada simulator based in the 40k universe. So basically we play as the Space Marines attempting to fight off a chaos invasion in the Gothic sector of the 40k universe. The game takes place where we control a fleet of ships, and we use basic tactical commands to control the ships. I've played through the tutorial, which we're going to have to play through again.
For 10,000 years, the Imperium of Man has endured under the rule of the immortal Emperor. The worlds of man are scattered across the galaxy, threatened by savage aliens, heretics who defy the Emperor's will, and horrors lurking upon forgotten worlds. It is a time of endless war, selfless heroism, and blackest infamy.
I see fortresses in the stars. A circle of 6, but they sleep yet and must be awakened. Ride upon the storms of chaos. Gather your rivals around you. Send discord and terror throughout 1,000 worlds. Abaddon the Despoiler, War Master of Chaos. You speak in meaningless riddles. What are the fortresses in the stars? Answer me or die now! Stop this foolishness. I have consorted with creatures far more powerful than you. Speak, crone, but I will remember your insolence. Seek the hand of darkness. Take the eye of night. With these, the citadels will be yours to command. A chorus of 1 billion throats will cry your name in fear and hatred. The stars themselves will run red with blood. If you have the courage for it. War Master.
Right, so, there you have it. That's our setup for the game here.
Captain Spire, data log Alpha.
Chaos, obviously.
Battlefleet Command has lost contact with Orbital Station Aleph in the Naxos system. I'm on my way to investigate.
Sir, we're approaching the location of Orbital Station Aleph.
Captain, the station is surrounded by an asteroid field. I have calculated the best approach for us to pass through it safely.
Sounds good. I'm going to adjust the volume real quick, so if you guys...
Your orders?
Give me just a moment to adjust the audio here. Let's just crank that down a lot. It's pretty loud. A lot louder than I thought it was going to be. My bad. So
underway.
As you can see, we're sort of the setup for this game is it's classic Warhammer 40k sort of stuff. You know, the Chaos are looking for some sort of super weapon hidden among the stars, and we play as this guy, whose name I can't remember for some reason. But we control the Dauntless, the Avenger of Destiny, which is a pretty BA name for a ship, if I do say so myself.
Understood.
And this is how the game's played. So basically, we control this ship, and I can move the camera around with the middle mouse button. I can control the camera manually using WASD
minefield directly
and things like
ahead,
that.
Captain. We must maneuver quickly, or it is likely the ship will be damaged.
All available power to the plasma thrusters. We're going to execute a high-energy turn.
Resuming normal functions.
Cool. All the way around. Do a quick sick-ass drift in our spaceship here.
High energy turn successful, Captain.
And
the thrusters
this is the basics of the game. Eventually, you do fight, like that's a thing that you do. You know, you do enter combat and things like that. These asteroid fields, if we enter any of the red zones, we take damage, things of that nature. And then our ship automatically fires when the correct side of our ship is within range. It's very similar to
Captain, our auger arrays
I can't remember. There's another game that's like this.
I suggest we move in closer to discover what happened here.
It's similar to like pirate battles in not Assassin's Creed, but you know what I mean.
Captain, we can reach the station faster.
Basically, our ship has cannons on both sides of it, and then we have one cannon on top, which you can kind of see if I zoom in really close here. You can see the one cannon here.
Setting course.
Oh, please don't do that. No, please go this way. I need you to keep going in this direction.
Orders received.
You can kind of see I have one cannon here, and then we have a bunch of cannons on our broadside here and here, right? So, we actually have two cannons on top of our ship here and here. But the cool part about it is that you can see like the details in the ship are actually like really crazy. Each engine's got its own little thing. The ships are incredibly detailed in this game. I've been playing it since I got it last night, and I've been messing around just trying to learn how to play the game a little bit before I made a video about it. The game is still in early access. You can see by this work in progress thing up here.
I recommend dispatching some of the ship's armsmen to board orbital station Aleph.
A lot of fun, actually. The more I play it, the more I find myself enjoying it. I'm not normally one for games of this type. Normally, I'm more interested in faster-paced games, but this game's actually it's got a good amount of speed, and it's got a good pace about it, and it's kind of fun. I like it a lot.
Full of bodies. The station's command crew. They're all dead.
Act cautiously, Sergeant. I have a bad feeling about this.
Sir, we found a survivor. Sir, the station is a trap. We're under attack by traitor forces.
Captain, a defense platform on the station has activated and is targeting our vessel. Broadside macro cannons ready to fire on your order, sir.
So this is the main body of the game. We control the ship, fires automatically, but we get to control how it moves. So our ship has two guns on top, which always can shoot. Then we have the broadside cannons, which shoot like those big volleys of like shots and things of that nature. And then we have this front cannon that shoots this big laser thing, right? So the top cannons fire very often. The broadside cannons are a little slower, and the front cannon's the slowest weapon that we have. If I remember correctly, this front cannon is like that laser battery does a lot of damage, but because it's so slow and only can be fired from the front, it's difficult to get it to be in use.
I'm picking up some strange signals in the nearby gas
and it appears that we lost our front cannon, which sucks because it's a really good weapon, but we took a couple hits there that were just unlucky. Which sucks, but you know, what are you gonna do? We still have our broadside cannons, we still have both of our top cannons. Nope, we lost one of our top cannons too. The front top cannon got exploded. You can see that down here. This is our front prow laser. That's the two top cannons of this one, and these are our side batteries,
iconoclast destroyers,
which are nice.
They are ships. This sector is a long way from the Eye of Terror. What could they be after here?
But it's a fun game, you know. The ship combat is a little crazy. There's a lot of different kinds of ships, so
guide you in making tactical decisions in battle.
We're playing as the Space Marines, who are probably the most boring out of all of the ship types. So right now in the game, because again, this game is still it's not early access, but it's still like in its beta stages. Right now you can play as the Space Marines, the Orcs, and the Chaos ships. The Chaos ships specialize in long-range combat. Space Marine ships are sort of balanced, so they don't specialize in anything in particular. They sort of just are generally okay, which is good. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and complain about that. Let's spin this way a little bit. Dodge a couple shots here. Get an extra volley off on the right side. There we go. Good stuff. And then the Orc ships specialize in ramming and ship-to-ship combat. So, you know, using boarding parties and using stuff like that to fight, things of that nature. Let's go that way. Let's make a quick spin this way. Let's go that way. There we go. The station was going to get in our way from attacking the other ship, which is why we broke off there. As you can see, the game pretty much plays itself. I make a couple tactical decisions here and there. Like, I prefer to move a little bit faster than the enemy ship if I can do it. I prefer to get in a little bit closer than we are right now. But, you know, it's a tutorial, so it's not like... there's not a lot of, like, doing stuff here that's, like, in particular. You know, I pretty much am just moving in and firing, letting the batteries do their work. The closer you get, the easier it is to hit stuff. You know, which works for them as well, that kind of stuff. But you can see that guy's dead in the water now. Oh, come on, explode already. Come on. There you go. And, you know, that's a lot of fun. But we'll just get a little bit embroiled in some ship-to-ship combat here. I burned out all of my, like, special movements. So down here, I'm using the keyboard shortcuts because I've been playing long enough to have them mostly memorized at this point. But Q makes us move faster, so that's the all-ahead full. You just move a lot quicker in the direction that your ship's going. That's these back engines. E and R make your ship turn really quickly, left to right, and that movement is important in combat, especially so like if you can spin fast enough, your broadside cannons on each side of your ship are independent from one another. So they like if you spin quick enough, you can get double fires of the broadside cannons on the ships, and that can be really useful for a lot of reasons. The big one being that, like, you know, you can get lots of damage down on a ship this size shouldn't be able to kill a ship my size. It's just impractical. But, like, you know, I can do that, and then I can fire the other side of the broadside cannons at it. Deal tons of damage. This thing's probably going to explode pretty soon if we can get a couple extra shots in here. I also have these various abilities here. Lock-on makes our ship more accurate. This one makes it so we can use these abilities faster.
Well done,
that one takes us take less damage, but also reduces our accuracy. And then I don't remember what the fourth one does.
Many more.
A gigantic chaos fleet. There's no way we could survive fighting them head-on. Contact the High Command immediately.
Unable to do so, Captain. All communications are jammed. Captain, there may be a way for us to escape and warn Port Moore. We could risk an emergency warp jump.
It's risky to engage the warp engines this close to the star's gravitational field. But the Chaos Fleet has us boxed in.
All
so
head
we
full.
don't have
Get out of
any
here.
other options.
Coordinates acknowledged.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide in here before we decide to try to do the warp jump. So basically, this warp jump will just make us escape. That's what it does. And I believe that these things make us harder. It makes it harder for them to hit us, if I'm not mistaken.
Cruising speed set.
Which is why I'm going to come hide in here. And then we're gonna start warping while we're inside of this gas cloud, where hopefully we will be able to hide.
Eternal God Emperor, preserve us from the dangers of the void.
Another thing I like is that each of the races, I guess if you want to put it that way, their ships are designed very, very well towards what they actually look like. So the Space Marines are like Gothic Roman architecture is sort of everything they make sort of looks like that. If you've ever seen like an old European church or something like that, that's what I'm talking about. The Chaos ships are a corrupted version of that same Gothic Roman architecture. With lots of spikes, skulls. They're normally sleeker and they're normally a lot more pointy. Look more like swords rather than something like a ship or something like that. The Orc ships look like they're put together with space junk, essentially. And then I haven't seen the Eldar ships, but Eldar's ships have a tendency to be more Star Trek-y, a lot sleeker, a lot more like flat, like pointed browy type ships going on, which is kind of cool. And it's just great to kind of see this side of the Warhammer universe, because we've had RTSs and we've had all kinds of stuff. We've even had Blood Bowl at this point. And it's kind of nice to see the space side of the Warhammer 40k universe come into play.
If what you say is true,
cool.
Captain
But I'm going to let this play out.
a vast Chaos fleet is massing for attack. Inquisitor Horst, are you sure of this man?
Maybe we should consider someone else.
Isn't this captain from a planet that rebelled against the Emperor's will?
Enough! His faith will be tested thoroughly.
Love the Emperor, for he is the salvation of mankind. Obey his words, for he will lead you into the light of the future. Honor his servants, for they speak in his voice. Tremble before his majesty, for we all walk in his immortal shadow.
Let us begin. We needed to be certain. The enemy we face is no ordinary foe.
I understand.
You are to be promoted to the rank of Admiral and given command of a fleet.
I will not fail you, Inquisitor.
There is much to do and little time, Admiral Spire. I fear a storm coming to the Gothic Sector. One we are not yet prepared to face.
So that's really the other side of the Space Marines.
Is beginning to turn away from the Emperor's light.
They're
treachery, sedition,
kind
and
of
heresy
insane religious
have broken
fanatics.
out like a plague upon our worlds. Admiral Spire, your new rank entitles you to command a small war fleet of Imperial Navy ships. It is your task to ensure the citizens of the Imperium remain safe and loyal.
All right. Each turn, some worlds may become seditious, like this one over here. And this is the main body of the game. We go to these worlds.
Your first assignment is to put
where we're given a mission
to the unrest and rebellion threatening a nearby system.
If we win, we get these rewards, and we use this stuff to upgrade our ships, which is renown. And as far as I understand, this is as far as I got during like my practice stuff. There's like a skirmish mode which I was using to practice with Space Marine ships. But that's as much as I know, and I think we'll do one more mission before I call this episode. But
this interface
the game's
helps
kind of
you
cool.
prepare your fleet for the next mission. At the head of every fleet is the flagship. You must select one of your vessels as the flagship for each assignment. Choose your dauntless light cruiser as the flagship for this first operation.
Okay,
you
that
have
one.
another captain assigned to your command. This captain commands a dauntless light cruiser and will assist you for the duration of the mission. Add his ship to your fleet.
Sounds good.
Smaller ships of the escort class can provide fire support or scout for the enemy. The Firestorm frigates are a good choice for this assignment. Once your fleet is prepared to engage the enemy, you should set course for the target system at once.
All right, so it's pretty simple. I mean, I guess simple's not the right word, because
the fleet has reached the last known position of the heretic ships.
Because, like, essentially, our objective here is just blow them up, right?
How shall we deploy our flagship?
Okay, well, let's put us here.
Now you must select how you wish to deploy remaining ships of the line.
Let's put you there,
now
I guess.
Your cruisers are deployed. You must next determine where to place the Firestorm escort vessels.
The Commissar guy's hilarious.
Your new promotion has placed you in command of the entire fleet, Admiral. That means you can order your captains to adopt engagement modes during the battle.
All right, cool.
These engagement modes define how your captains act in battle. You can change the engagement modes at any time.
Admiral, the Firestorm escort ships have powerful prow weapons.
Prow's the front.
I would advise setting these ships to a frontal attack. A good understanding of each ship's weapons is the best way to know which engagement mode to use.
Alright, not a problem. Our ship has a good prow weapon, but we also have powerful side batteries, and I believe this one only has side batteries, and then it has frontal torpedoes, which is kind of cool. Yeah, alright, cool. I think we're good to go. I did
the
that.
Macro cannons on our ships are most effective when fired at short range.
Okay, do a 3K.
Now that we've deployed the fleet, it is time to root out these rebellious traitors.
Cool.
All ships, coordinate your movements. We will advance as one group at the same speed. We will set course for a gas cloud and use it to ambush the rebel ships. Once our ships enter the gas cloud, it should mask our fleet's emissions.
So, it's pretty standard RTS stuff. I box selected all 3 ships. I moved them into the gas cloud. I also added them into a control group, so I can just hit 1 to go back to them if I ever need to. But I don't like controlling in games like this. Like, so if this was an RTS, I would be controlling them like this all the time because I'm bad. But when I play games that have a little bit more, that are a little bit more involved like this, where there's a little bit more management that goes into combat, I prefer to control the ships myself, for no particular reason other than, like, I feel like I should. Which I realize is kind of silly, but, you know, whatever. There's a station here. See, like, this is what I mean by, like, Gothic architecture. Like, this looks like a church. It looks like a space church attached to an asteroid.
The gas cloud conceals our fleet, sir.
Which is interesting.
We're invisible to the enemy ships.
Excellent. The trap is set. Now we wait for our prey.
Sir, I've detected an enemy vessel. Shall I engage?
Wait until you have identified your target, Captain.
I have a probe ready to launch, Admiral. That ought to tell us what we're looking at.
Very well, Captain. Launch the probe.
Alright, let's put the probe in this direction. Go, probe! Cool. So, this will just let us see what the ship is. We know it's a bad guy ship, but we don't know what kind of ship it is at this point. Which would be nice to know. So let's take a look-see here. Oh, hello!
Enemy ship sighted.
What we got? The Hammer of Destiny, a cruiser dominator. Alright. You're scary. It's coming this way. So what we're gonna do is
ship
let's get ready here.
Your orders.
What I want to do is this guy should never tank damage.
Yes, Admiral.
And so what I want to do
Helm coordinates acknowledged.
is fire torpedoes at him when he first gets here. Something like right. Something like right.
Acquiring
there.
new vector.
Oh, I fired. But whoops. My bad.
Command.
Let's go ahead and just open fire on him.
Admiral Spire, did Ravensburg send you to bring us to heel? There are other powers in the galaxy besides the Imperium, Admiral. They can reward you for your skill and your devotion.
Yeah, well, why don't you suck on this one?
Ship ready.
The enemy's void shields are down. Sir, I suggest that we concentrate fire on their plasma generator. Targeting the plasma generator drains the ship's power. They'll have difficulty using
okay, I didn't know this. That's interesting.
Critical damage to the enemy ship, sir. Their void shield capacitors
Focus
are
on their
destroyed.
weapons now.
Yes, Admiral.
Regular ass torpedoes, auger probe.
Your orders.
Interesting. Let's do this, and you do that.
Lock on target.
You do this. There we go. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna get wrecked up. Oh, you're not so tough now, are you, tough guy? Hey, you on fire now.
At your command.
Let's have you come around the back.
Understood.
Get you out of the way of the broadside cannon here.
Admiral!
Oh no!
This is a battle we cannot win. I'm taking my ship out of this mess.
Admiral, he is activating his warp engines and preparing to disengage from the battlefield.
This cowardice cannot be tolerated! Admiral, we must put an end to this pitiful display and make an example of this craven fool!
Execute him.
Awaiting orders.
How do I do that?
Admiral's fire. This is Lieutenant Kraft. We've executed the captain and taken back control of the ship. Well done, Kraft. You've been promoted to captain. Follow my orders and we'll get through this.
They got its engines. Let's focus on those.
Admiral.
Yeah, like I said, this game's kind of interesting. So, the Space Marines themselves... Oh, Jesus. Oh, our engines got taken out here. Okay. Don't lightning that thing. Good. Take that. Take one of these. So what that does is, that's like a long-range boarding party, essentially. And, what it's supposed to do is make it so that, like, stuff gets lit on fire, or, you know, we end up destroying, like, their engines or something like that. I've never actually seen it work, so, you know, there's that.
Yes, Admiral.
Oh, I can't use this stuff, because, this guy's, like, a rookie commander guy. Come on, I just want to fire.
Activated its warp engines and is attempting to disengage.
I have a strike team of Navy armsmen ready to sabotage the enemy's warp engines. We must act quickly and use the ship's teleportarium to launch the attack.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Let me click the thing. God, and all that.
Fool! Your faith in the Emperor is as false as your courage!
Silence this heresy. Fire all weapons.
All guns, open fire.
Choose where you want the probe to go. The probe will identify any nearby signals.
I like that I did that already, and the game was telling me to do it anyway. Alright, you've lost all of your engines. That's bad. We'll use you as a shield to block the ship that's actually doing its job here.
Targeting enemy
Take
vessel.
open fire on that one right there. We're good to go. Good to go. Not doing too bad. The battles take a while in this.
Distance from the enemy ship, sir. It will soon explode.
Your orders? All ships. You fought with valor this day.
All right, we did it.
Proven yourself
Cheers.
worthy of the Imperial Navy.
We lost that little switch, that little ship, which sucked.
To Lord Admiral Ravensburg.
I think we did pretty good. We didn't lose, destroyed the big ship, and we only lost one of our little ships. So, okay, I'm good with that. And we ranked up, and this guy ranked up. Congratulations, Lieutenant. You get to be in charge of your ship. Low hull and ship losses may trigger insubordination.
You've exceeded my expectations, Admiral.
It was one battle with one dude.
Other seditious forces are making themselves known in the Gothic Sector. I would like you to meet Fabricator Cambrius. He is in charge of the Adeptus Mechanicus shipyards at Port Moore.
Admiral, you and your fleet can repair and upgrade your vessels at Port Moore. By the Omnissiah, my tech priests stand ready to assist you. Your current rank allows you access to the most common classes of vessel. As you grow in renown throughout the Gothic Sector, larger classifications of ships will become available. Follow me, Admiral Spire. I wish to show you the sacred shipyards of Port Moore.
Let's do it. Alright, click that one, and we'll be good to go. After I run over this, we'll call it quits for this episode. But let's take a look. We've reached level 2. We've locked a new cruiser slot, and we've won an additional deployment per turn.
Port Moore is the largest and most sophisticated harbor in the Segmentum. Here, you can see what services are available to you at your current rank, experience, and renown. There are several shipyards in operation at Port Moore. Follow me, Admiral, and I will lead you to the docking bay. It is time to show you what my shipyard can provide to meet the needs of your fleet.
Sounds good.
This panel displays the statistics of an individual vessel.
Alright.
Using this interface, you can see your ship's standard characteristics. The weapons of your ship are also displayed here. Pay close attention to the weapons information displayed here in order to better understand your ship's capabilities. This panel displays the general attributes of your ship. Select the Crew Management panel to see more. Admiral, this is the crew of your ship. Every vessel has a particular captain.
Who's this guy?
And a specific
he looks like
set
he'd be
of
fun at
crew.
parties.
By focusing your attention on
that guy.
an individual
Look at this
crew
guy.
member, the crew can improve their skills and benefit your ship in many different ways. The captain of this ship has earned a promotion. This grants you access to better quality crew. You should start by improving the skills of your navigator. He will then be better able to guide your ship through the tides of the warp.
Alrighty. So what's this? What's he actually do? Ship retreat time through the warp has a 1% chance to be... Oh. Reducing the duration of the chance to be lost in the warp by 1% per level. Alright,
In addition,
I don't know what that means, but okay.
reset your crew abilities. Now, take a look at the ship's upgrades.
Okay, let's
Different systems on each ship can be improved.
Okay.
Such systems include engines, decks, and weaponry. These improvements are acquired by gaining renown during your missions.
Okay.
I have set aside an additional void shield for your ship. You can install it now to improve the ship's shield rating.
Alrighty. Cool.
Well
do that.
done, Admiral.
Fantastic.
Now, try installing a tech module on your ship. The modules you can install improve different aspects of the ship. These aspects include defense, damage, control, support, recon, and maneuver. The number of modules that can be installed is limited by the ship's tonnage. Now, install the Shield Overload module. This will boost your shield's effectiveness for a short time during battle.
Alrighty. Supercharged void shield.
I must return to my communion with the machine spirits. Admiral, you should return to the sector map.
Cool. Let's take a look around first at the other ships before we leave. So we can afford something here. Let's do this shield thing. I think that's a good one to start off with. And for crew, let's go ahead and we'll do navigator for this one as well. All right. That seems fair to me. Fine and fair. Can we do anything with these ones? Can I upgrade them at all? Nope. All right, cool. I want to get like a cruiser. Like I want a bigger ship. But you know, like I said, I like this game. It's really interesting.
The High Strategic Council has met at Port Moore.
All right, cool.
The Council has a plan to secure the Gothic Sector against these invaders, and you play a key role, Admiral.
Fantastic.
I will contact you soon to brief you on your next assignment.
Cool. But yeah, I like this game. I think it's really cool. I enjoy the kind of game it is. It's an RTS essentially, but I enjoy like the bigger scale battles and like being able to like tactically swivel units and things like that. I like it a lot, and you know, I hope you guys like it too. If you guys want me to play more of this, let me know down in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to play it. I might end up playing a little bit of it here and there anyway. But with that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!